Hare Krishna, everyone. If I can request everyone to come forward, so it's better for discussion. Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giridharadhari Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Rajjananjana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Stotra Srimad Vaishnav Vin Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrind Ki Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishad Ki Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Guru Ramachari Nitai Gaura Premanande. Hare. Hare Krishna. So we'd like to welcome you all to HareKrishnaTempleBurbank, to our Sunday Kirtan and Feast class. It's so wonderful to see all the devotees. Thank you for coming, even though all the reasons may be there because of the weather not to come. But as we have been discussing since the last two classes on these particular themes, that in the first session, the art of doing work, and only that person who is Vasudeva Parayana or Krishna Parayana can do the art of work perfectly. Let's do Mangalacharan first, and thereafter we'll discuss more and go into the topic for this week, which is aligning with the purpose. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashrata Desatharine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Ganadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Bhuter Mahadvir Yanima Puro Vibho Nirmaya Shete Yadamushu Purusha Bhunte Gunan Shodashatmaka Solam Krisishta Bhagavan Vachamsi Me Shri Krishna Sharanam Sharanagatam Katha Amritam Satatapi Batam Bhakti Vedanta Marga Panthanam Sarvaloka Rishideva Janna Prasannam Sarvaloka Rishideva Janna Prasannam. So as we are mentioning, now in this world we all want to get perfection, especially perfection in terms of work, because that's what we are brought up to do, work hard. But we see that when that work is goal-oriented or result-oriented, fruit-oriented, then actually we cannot do work properly. But if there is a higher purpose behind it, then we can do work fearlessly, we can do work in a more determined way, we can do work no matter what obstacles are there. As we heard recently, that if we don't have a higher purpose in life, then the life itself is not worth living. So we see in that pastime we saw in the first week that Indra, although he was ordained to win the battle, and personally Lord Vishnu had prescribed to him that you use this vajra from the bones of the Dishi and you throw it at Vritasur and Vritasur will die. But Indra is doubting because Indra is goal or result oriented. He wants to win, he wants to have sovereignty over the planet of the heavenly planets. However, Vritasur, although he knows he's going to lose this battle, but he sees Krishna's hand in a higher purpose, that in this loss, Krishna will promote me to the spiritual world. Therefore, Vritasur is eager to lose the battle. But nonetheless, he is not giving up. He is more valiantly fighting than Indra. But Indra is not able to fight properly. In fact, Vritasur is encouraging him, "O Indra, your enemy, I am standing in front of you. Lord Vishnu has taken your side. Therefore, victory, wealth, and all good qualities is assured to you. Therefore, stand up and fight. You need not doubt that the club you threw at me, Vajra will fail like that. It won't." And Prabhupada very nicely mentions in the purport that actually the real devotee here is not Indra, it's Vritasura. So Parikshit Maharaj then questioned that how can a person who is Asura in demoniac body then have such strong affinity to Krishna? And the word used here is Vasudeva Parayana or Krishna Parayana or Narayana Parayana. Can anyone in one sentence, so very simply, explain what does Parayana mean or Krishna Parayana mean? Anyone? Surrendered. Okay, that's one. Anything else to have explanation?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness, yes.
Different from Parayana means different from.
No, not exactly.
Absorb.
Yeah, absorb. Okay, all good answers.
Devoted.
Devoted, very good. Devoted. Something more? Anyone would like to try? Okay. Parayana means being sold out. Completely being sold out to Krishna. That means on your own voluntarily we give ourselves to Krishna, we sell ourselves to Krishna, we have no independence apart from Krishna. Yesterday, I think High Grace Sneha Bhakti in the class, she quoted Prabhupada in the ship Jaladutta writing that poem saying that I am your doll, make me dance as you wish to make me dance. So okay, surrendered, devoted is nice, but to what extent surrendered, to what extent devoted, to the extent that we sell ourselves to Krishna. That Krishna, no matter what you do with me or to me, I am yours. You have complete right. So that is Krishna Parayana, Vasudeva Parayana. And that is very, very rare to be achieved in Bhagavatam. So Parikshit Maharaj is saying to Shukadeva Goswami, Vritasur, how can he be such an elevated devotee in the body of a demon? Because, of all living entities, thousands of living entities, millions of living entities, very minute percentage are human beings. And out of human beings, rarely anyone is interested in religiosity. And out of those who are interested in religiosity, they are only interested in bread, butter. Oh Lord, provide. Oh Lord, give wealth. Oh Lord, take away this misery. Oh Lord, I'm inquisitive to know who am I, how these planets are. This is called Chaturvija Bhajante Mam. These are pious beings. But then out of these four, hardly anyone wants to get out of the cycle of birth, death, old age and disease or gain liberation. And out of millions of those persons, one may get liberated. And out of millions of those persons who get liberated, one may get perfection of liberation. And what is that perfection of liberation? Vasudeva Parayana, being sold out to Krishna. And this person in the body of a demon was that, Narayana Parayana. So how is it possible? Parikshit Maharaj was asking. And then Shukadeva Goswami, in reply to that, gave the pastime of his previous life. When he was the great king Chitraketu, he did not have any sons. And then Angira Rishi had come and blessed him and said that this son you will have will be the source of misery and also the source of joy, Harsha Marsha or Harsha Shoka. So life is like a package deal. There is misery, there is happiness, there is more misery, little happiness, or we take happiness to be absence of misery. In this material world, actually, the definition of happiness is absence of misery. Otherwise, mainly we are miserable. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Michimaya bhoshe, jachu bheshe, kacho habudu bhai. What does that mean? That we think out of illusion, we have illusory concept of happiness. Actually, happiness is not there. Most of the time, we are underwater. When someone is punished, in olden days, the kings, when someone did some abominable sin, they used to be condemned to death 100 times. You are condemned to death. How do you kill someone 100 times? So the executioner used to be an expert. They used to take them to the banks of the river or the banks of the sea, tie their legs, hands, and hold their head, put it underwater. And they know, now if I don't pull this person up, he will die. So they pull that person up. Only for that moment they can take one breath in. And then again, dubu. In this way, habu, dubu. Most time dubu. little time habu. So habu is happiness? No. Absence of that little misery. In that too, we are struggling. So this material world is described like that. Everyone is running after, as the movie goes, in pursuit of happiness. But hardly anyone achieves that end. Actually, no one is happy except for the devotee of Krishna. Because the devotee of Krishna is just sold out to Krishna, and Krishna provides unlimited bliss, unlimited pleasure, unlimited happiness. Anandam buddhivardhanam. There's no limit to it. But everyone else is living under the illusory concept of happiness. What is that? Yes, one day I'll be happy. And that hope, desire, asha, pasha, shata, shata, that hope and desire is the only happiness. That one day I'll be happy. In India, they have that famous song, Hum honge kamyab ek din. So Chitraketu Maharaj was like that. But then when the young son was poisoned, then he became mad. He could not understand. Then Narad Muni brought the son back to life and told the son, your father is suffering, he's missing you, you now tell. Then the young boy, 5-year-old boy said, which father is he? I have taken many births. In my many lives, there are many mothers, many fathers. Sometimes I am born in animal species. So of which life is this father? Which life is this mother? Then Chitraketu Maharaj's eyes opened. And then he realized, in reality, although this is the basic ABC principle of spiritual life, that we are not this body, we are spirit souls, eternal souls. And when actually we not only believe, but act on this platform, that we are spirit souls, what does that mean? Okay, everyone understands, yes, I'm spirit soul. But we are living a daily life of lie. Why is that so? Because we are living as if we will live forever. Yudhishthira Maharaj says this, what is that? Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti iha yamalayam. Every moment, living entities are going to the abode of Yamlok, dying. But Sheshavar, those who remain, all of us, Stharava, they think, I won't die. No, of course, we know we will die. But we live as if we will not die. That's the difference. We are living as if we will live forever. And until and unless that behavior changes, that daily we are cognizant of this fact, this may be my last day. Until we become serious about it. In our actions, then it is very, very difficult to progress in devotional service, on spiritual path. We are like stagnant. We want to row the boat, but we have put the anchor on the shore. The boat will go nowhere unless this point, basic, that's why Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, most of the classes he gave in this particular verse of Bhagavad Gita, Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yoganam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tatranam muhyati. That as the soul passes from boyhood to adulthood to old age, and then at the old age after death, the soul passes on to another body. And a sober person is not disturbed by this change. So only when Chitraketu Maharaj was convinced of this fact, yes, this soul does not belong to me. This boy, my son, is not mine. We are all coming together, and at the stroke of death, we all will be separated. So many mothers we have had in our past lives, so many fathers, so many husbands or wives. And similarly, after this life also, we won't remember who our husband, our wife, our children, our parents, our friends were in next life. So why do we make such a big deal now? Not to say that we should neglect. No, we become more careful. There's a difference. We become more careful in our relationships with our existing ones. That we also put them in this bandwagon of Krishna consciousness. Yes, that is actually swajana. Swajana means that one who is a well-wisher. Durjana means that one who drags us down towards healthy conditions. Swajana means real relative. Our Guru Maharaj used to say this particular verse, that Kirtaniyad mato valyad sikshayet sa guru. Yeah, please repeat. Sa guru sa pita japi. He is a true guru and he is a well-wisher father. Samata bandhavo pisa. And she is a true mother, meaning she wishes well. Bandho pisa. And that relative is a true relative, meaning well-wishing relative, not a gossiping relative. Sikshaye chet sada smartum. Who's always giving us this siksha. What is that siksha? Hare nameva kevalam. Always to chant the holy names of Krishna, because that will ultimately drag us out from this cycle of birth and death. So when Chitraketu Maharaj understood it, then he was able to extricate himself out of that situation. But unfortunately, some offense was committed and he had to be born as a demon. But even in the so-called body of a demon, he was Vasudeva Parayana, still sold out to Krishna. And his prayers are of the highest caliber in Srimad Bhagavatam. In fact, in the Puranas it is mentioned that Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of all scriptures. And why it is greatest of all scriptures, one of the definitions it's given is that in this scripture there is samavad. Samavad means conversation between Vritasura and Indra. And that conversation is one of the highlights of Srimad Bhagavatam. Starting with the verse, Aham Hare Tava Padaikamulam. We covered that in our first session. So now, the question is of alignment. Yes, so we know that we have to be sold out to Krishna. But still, there are so many obstacles on the path of progress to devotional service. How can we align ourselves to the pathos? This is the question. So we can do it voluntarily by being convinced, like Chitraketu Maharaj was able to do. Or, in most cases, the material nature will force us to accept the situation. Like in the case of Gajendra. So Shastras describe this fact that yes, we are spirit souls. We are servants of Krishna. And yesterday, birthday was there of one of the the person who sponsored the feast, Rajat Sethia. They just live in Mackenzie, not far from here. So, he brought his son and he said, oh, bow down to Prabhu. I said, Prabhu, please, But, so he said, oh no, bless him, it's his birthday, 12th birthday. So I said, yeah, very nice. So what is your name? So he said, Krishnamsha. I said, wow, such a wonderful name, Krishnamsha. Krishna and Amsha. What does Amsha mean? Part and parcel of Krishna, infinitesimal. Such a wonderful name. So actually we all are Krishnamsha. We are part and parcel of Krishna. And Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita. Please repeat. Mama evamsha jiva loke. He says, Mama eva, certainly, amsha, you are my amsha. Krishna has already said, you are mine. Jiva bhuta sanatanaha. And we, Jiva, are sanatana, eternal. And this relationship between us and Krishna is also eternal. And that relation is dictated by dharma or constitutional processes, which is called Sanatan Dharma, that is also eternal. That's actually the meaning of Sanatan Dharma. Sanatani doesn't mean that one puts tilak on, wears dhoti, or says, yes, I am a Hindu, and goes out in a march. No. Sanatani, a true Sanatana means that who is cognizant. Jai Shri Shri Radha Giri Govardhan Dhari ki. A true person of Sanatan Dharma means who is cognizant of this fact of what? Mama evamsha jiva loke. Jiva bhuta sanatana. That I am the Sanatan, eternal Amsha of Krishna, and because I am eternal Sanatana, Krishna is eternal Sanatana, then our relationship is eternal, and that is the dharma which regulates our interaction with Krishna, and that is called Sanatan Dharma. But the problem is what? Krishna says, Mana Shasthani Indriyani. Mind along with the five senses, instead of saving Krishna, looking at Krishna, being sold out to Krishna, Prakriti sthani karshati. It sees the outside world, material nature, and it is allured by it, and it is said karshati. Then we are struggling. We are struggling for happiness, because our effort is misdirected, not at Krishna, at Krishna's illusory energy. So even though we may know, we cannot help but come under the influence of the waves of material nature. In Srimad Bhagavatam, very nicely it is said, describe this phenomenon as Gunormi Chakram. Chakram, Gunormi Chakram, Prabhupada very nicely translates as whirlpool of material existence. Whirlpool, everyone understands whirlpool? What do you call that? Huh? Whirlpool. Huh? In Hindi or Sanskrit, what do you say? Huh? So it goes round and round, the water goes round and round and round, and if you get caught in the middle, that's it. You're gone, there's no way out of it. This material world is described as Gunormi Chakram. Krishna's Prakriti is like that, it's like a whirlpool. But only if Krishna can pull us out, we can come out. So, how can all this happen? This can only happen, of course, if our determination is very strong like Prahlad Maharaj, or it can happen when we get slaps of material nature like Chitraketu Maharaj. And more often than not, when we get the slaps, then we learn. And Srimad Bhagavatam, a perfect example is there of Gajendra. and how he was able to align himself to the end purpose of being devoted to Krishna, becoming Krishna Parayana. So Srimad Bhagavatam explains Gajendra was the great king of the elephants, and even the lions in the Trikudi mountain where Gajendra was reciting. Can I make one request? If everyone can move forward. Thank you. I should have asked earlier, sorry. So, in Trikudi mountain where Gajendra was residing, he was the king of the jungle. He had many, many wives, many, many children. In 20 minutes time, hold on. Many, many wives, many, many children. And he was at the peak of his strength. Wherever he used to go, the whole mountain used to tremble. And even the lions, scriptures tell, they used to come in front of Gajendra and they used to just put their head down and quietly go away. That was the strength of Gajendra and the aura of Gajendra. And one day Gajendra entered a lake in the Trikudi mountain along with his many wives, children and associates, and started spotting in the water. And a lot of water, they take it on their, what do you call that? Trunk and just pouring at each other and having fun. But there was a crocodile. And these elephants were disturbing the natural habitat of the crocodile. Crocodile did not like it. And he said, I'll teach this king of elephant a lesson. So the crocodile got hold of Gajendra's foot. And Gajendra said, surely I am the king of elephant. I can shake this off. And he said, let me have some fun with this fellow. And to Gajendra's surprise, Gajendra tried to pull, but he could not even move an inch. The grip of the crocodile was so strong. Then Gajendra, first time in his life got a shock. Who is this? What is this? And a great war ensued between Gajendra and crocodile. Gajendra's wife, children, they all formed a line, with their trunk. They, tied with each other and tried to pull him back. But the crocodile, it kept pulling Gajendra deeper and deeper into the lake. And Gajendra was feeling helpless for the first time in his life. And Srimad Bhagavatam very nicely tells us the psychology of Gajendra's surrender. It says, Itham Gajendraha sayadapa sankatam. So Gajendra found himself in sankatam. Sankatam means great difficulty. What was the great difficulty? Pranasya dehi vivaso yadrichaya. His prana, his life was in danger. Guess what? One day our lives will also be in danger. Dehi, his body was in great pain and danger. He was on verge of death. He was drowning. The crocodile was pulling. And guess what? One day our body will also be in such danger. And he found himself vivaso. Vivaso means helpless. No matter how strong we are, one day we all will be helpless in front of time. Kala. Yadrichaya. That providence has been ordained. Yes, one who is taken birth is sure to die. Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityu, dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Aparayan atma vimokshane chiram. Gajendra could not find aparayam. Aparayam means he could not overcome this difficulty. And yes, when our time comes, we also will not be able to overcome this difficulty. Aparayam. This situation इसका कोई पार नहीं हो सकता. Aparayam. Atma vimokshane chiram. We won't be able to save ourselves. And in this situation, what Gajendra started doing? Aparayam atma vimokshane chiram daddha vimam buddhimatha abhyapadyata. He started thinking like this, buddhim, with his intelligence. And this is the beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam. It starts telling us how to use our intelligence. So, Gajendra said, Namam ime gnataya aturam gajaha. That all my relatives, gnataya, they were not able to save me. No matter how much our relatives love us, no matter how much our wife loves us, children love us, when time to go comes, no one can save us. No gnati can save us. Gnati means relative. Namam ime gnataya aturam. Aturam means great difficulty. Gajaha. Gajendra could not find. Kutaha karenyaha prabhavanti mochitum. His sons, karenyaha, wives, prabhavaha, they were not able to mochitum, release him from that grip as well. We think, when we get into relationships, yes, our life will be secure, our old age will be secure. Children will be able to look after us. The husband, the wife thinks, husband will look after me. Husband thinks, yes, wife will look after me. Yes, that is true. The intention is there. But guess what? In front of providence, nothing works. This is what Gajendra is experiencing. Grahena pashena vidhatum avrito. Grahena in Sanskrit means crocodile. And pashena means the grip of crocodile. So Prabhupada very nicely translates, by the crocodile, by the network of ropes, vidhatu mavrito. Vidhatu means providence. So Providence has ordained a time for us when the network of crocodile grabs us to death. So this grahena, this word is very significant. It means crocodile. Graha means crocodile. That means once crocodile catches, it doesn't release. Nowhere. And then similar to that is Graha. Graha means the planets. When we are born, the planet constellations are there and they are indication to our past karma, and that cannot be eradicated very easily. And then the other Graha is Grahastha ashram. Once you get into it, very, very difficult to get out. Prabhupada mentions that, yes, come in, Prabhu. Prabhupada mentions that in my dream I used to wake up and my spiritual master is calling me to take sannyas. And I'm waking up with cold sweat. And I'm fearful. How can I leave my family? How can I leave my children? But guess what? The reality is, one day we all will have to leave the family. Change of dress of sannyasa is just a formality in one respect. But when we at least reach 50, it's called vanaprastha, is going into the forest, vana, aprastha. But real meaning of it is, at least from the heart, we should be completely detached, at least at that point in time. That yes, because one day we have to depart and the time is coming closer. So, although the grip of material world, graha, is very, very tight, We have to be cognizant of this fact. No, we have to go. I remember my Guru Maharaj was doing initiation ceremony in Singapore, and there he made everyone recite 5 regulative principles. So, our regulative principles are the 4 which we know. But the 5th one, he said, you have to recite this mantra, I have to go. Please say. I have to go. I have to go. No one is saying it. Because no one wants to go. I have to go. I have to go. Yes, that's the reality. We have to go. One day we all have to go. So, he says, Grahena pashena vidhatum avito abhyaham chatam yami paramparayanam. And therefore, now I should take shelter of that personality of whom even great demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma are parayana. See, this word again is used, parayana. Being sold out to Krishna. Are we sold out to Krishna? So then, what Gajendra does, Shukadeva Goswami describes, Gajendra aligns his life to the purpose. Please repeat. Shri Badaraya Nirvacha Evam Vyavasito Buddhya Samadhaya Manohidi. So, Evam, thus, Vyavasita Buddhya, intelligence. What is that intelligence? Krishna conscious intelligence. What is that intelligence? Yes, I am a particle of Krishna and I am related to Krishna, and this is the only true relationship. Evam Vyavasito Buddhya Samadhaya Manohidi. And how did he align? Samadhaya means aligned with mano, mind. Because the mind is running here and there. Mind is interested in material senses, material enjoyment. No, grabbing the mind to align with the Krishna conscious intelligence. That is the proper intelligence. Samadhaya Manohidi. And then heart, Hridi. Who's residing in the heart? And the soul. So the spirit soul, it is said, it resides in the heart. So the interest of the soul is to be with Krishna. And the intelligence means to understand this. And to bring the mind, which is going everywhere, running everywhere, to be aligned with that intelligence and the interest of the soul. And when everything is aligned, then actually we are properly able to do devotional service and we are properly be able to be sold out to Krishna. Evam Vyavasito Buddhya Samadhaya Manohidi Jajap Paramam Japyam. Then what did he do? He chanted the mantras he had learnt in his past life. See, once that alignment is there, then our pathway opens very clearly. Krishna makes everything very clear. He gives us remembrance. So Gajendra, although he had learned these prayers in his past life, he remembered and he chanted. Prabhupada in the purport mentions, the members of Krishna conscious movement should learn so many prayers like Namaste Narsimhaya, Govindam Adipurusham. Every morning when we have darshan of deities we sing. And of course the greatest of all, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prag janmani anusikshitam jajapa paramam japyam. So, when we walk out from here, or just about now, Aarti is starting, let us all pray to the Lordship. Yes, I am yours. I may not be sold out to you yet, but I want to be sold out to you. Please make my intelligence Krishna conscious intelligence, so that I can resist the temptations of the senses, the temptations of the mind. I can overcome this struggling life, and so that my life is only devoted to you, O Krishna. And lovingly chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes. So we can all stand up for Aarti. And if you have any questions, please, after the Aarti, during Prasadam, we can talk. Yeah, so we'll